Now, if you've seen the title of this video, you already know what we finna get into. An unboxing and overview of the KeepTruckin ELD. Run the intro. What's up, world? If you're already a part of the gang, salute. If you're new here, welcome. And for those who don't know, this is Grind Time, where we discuss tips on trucking safety, business, and being an overall professional. If you like the content and find the information valuable, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and tap that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we drop new content. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably already started the process of getting your authority, looking into changing ELD providers, or you're just interested in getting in the game and currently just shopping around. Either way, I got exactly what you came here for. As I stated earlier, we're going to be doing an unboxing and overview of the KeepTruckin ELD. Once this video is done, and if you decide you want to go with KeepTruckin, I'll have a link in the description that you can use that will give you a discount on your order. Now let's get into it. So let's bust this box open and see what we got inside. In this bag is the wire that connects the ELD to the diagnostics port. On one end you got two 9-prong, a male and a female connection, and on the other end you got the plug that plugs into the back of the ELD itself. In this box is the ELD. As you can see, it comes in a nice matte black finish, and I personally like that. This is the port that the other wire plugs into. And this is how it plugs in. So let me move this box out of the way so we can have a little bit more room to operate. They include 2 alcohol wipes that you can use to clean the area you're gonna plug your ELD. They include zip ties to help with wire hiding. And you get the 2 decals to stick on the side of your truck. So now let's go outside so I can show y'all how everything connects from a real life perspective. So everything is already hooked up in the truck because I've of course been using my truck, but I wanted to show y'all how everything hooks up. So that 9-prong port, diagnostic port, it plugs into your diagnostic cord that you already have that come in your truck. If you got a box truck or a semi, if you're driving hot shots, you probably gonna have to get like some type of adapter that convert whatever type of hookup is in your truck to the 9-prong. But the male port plugs into your diagnostics cable, and it leaves this cord, which is the female, so that if you go to a shop or whatever they need to, run a diagnostics, they can still have access to your diagnostics port without unplugging your system. We're gonna hop up in here real quick. Excuse my truck, it's a little bit junky. Got a little Cody from Cocomelon. Right here, my baby girl was in the truck, and she left little Cody in the truck, so I just decided to leave him in the truck. She decided to come back out here with me. She got a little homie to, play with, so I keep him sitting right there with me. But so how I ran mine, I just pretty much hooked it up to the diagnostics, and I tucked the wires. Hold on, this shot probably a little blown out. Let me fix this exposure stuff. But yeah, so I pretty much, let me move this one cat binder. But yeah, so I pretty much ran the wiring up behind here. And then the box, the ELD box itself, is just sitting right here on my dash. So I didn't do the Velcro strap, which I could, and I may end up doing, just go ahead and Velcro strap it like right there. I might go ahead and do it. I don't know why I didn't do it. I just set it up there But yeah, I just pretty much set it up there on the dash. It just sit up there nice and neat, and that's how that rock out. But when your stuff is hooked up, it pretty much, if you got any issues with check engine lights and stuff like that, this system will give you an alert, and you can view it on the computer version, on the fleet management part, and it'll give you the code of whatever is running. So that's a pretty cool feature as well. Another thing too, so I don't use my phone for the ELD for multiple reasons. Me personally, I don't like the idea of when you go inside, like if you got an inspection, you got to go inside the DOT, you got to get on your login device. Now mind you, it is a DOT viewing, a DOT viewing mode for your ELDs, but my whole thing is I don't want to have to give my phone over to a DOT inspector. Now granted, I ain't doing nothing I ain't got no business doing, riding up the highway, but still, like, I just don't like the idea of handing my phone over. So I actually use my iPad for my ELD, hence the reason why I got two separate mounts. This is the mount I put my phone in when I'm riding up the highway. It's a pretty decent mount that I got off Amazon. It's supposed to charge the phone up, but that feature is a little janky, I ain't gonna cap. But yeah, so that's my phone mount that I put my phone on, because legally you're not supposed to have nothing your phone or nothing mounted on your windshield. I have seen some people put their stuff over here. I'm not sure how that works, but it is what it is. I don't mess around with it. So I got my phone mounted on my dash, and then I also got a separate mount for my iPad. So I put my iPad here, use my iPad to run my ELD, and when I go inside, I have my iPad, hand them the iPad, put it in DOT inspection mode, let them go ahead and do their WAP, and that's that. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all that, because just to let you know that you can, if you wanted to, you can use a tablet with KeepTruckin. You don't have to use your phone, just in case you may feel the same way I feel, or you might just want a bigger view, a bigger display when it comes to your ELD. So that's something that you can do. Just wanted to put that out there. So I want to come over to the desktop view so that I can show y'all, if not my favorite feature, one of my favorite features. This part right here, this IFTA, this is what I love most, because it tracks that for you. And when you do the fuel, you add your fuel receipts here. You can either do it manually, or you can import them from the driver app. You can upload your fuel receipts, and then they'll already be in the KeepTruckin system. If you don't do that, you can upload them manually, and then you'll just click whatever driver you have. Once you put your drivers in the system, they'll already be here. You just click that, select which driver you want, the date, the jurisdiction, that's whatever state that was. So you can look at your fuel receipts. I got all of my fuel receipts saved digitally, because I honestly feel like it's a waste of time to put all that stuff out, and it's bad for the environment, because all you're gonna do is throw it away anyway. Man, we live in the age of technology. You scan it, and then it's a waste of paper. So I do my fuel, most of my fuel in that Pilot, because that's who my primary fuel card is with now. I do plan to get another fuel card in the near future, and we'll discuss that later, but I do plan to get another fuel card in the future. But yeah, so you select your jurisdiction. But yeah, what I was saying about the Pilot fuel card, you get to save your fuel receipts in the Pilot app. So I save all of those, and then I just go back to them when I do my effort and insert it. So you go to the jurisdiction, whatever state you was in when you got fuel, put your vehicle number, fuel type, whatever type of fuel you getting, you put in here,
In most cases, you'll be getting diesel, but that can vary. The amount of fuel that you got here, you want to put it down to if you got 3.9, whatever, you put all of that information there down to the cent. Vendor name, if you fuel that pilot, you put, pilot, location. You can put the address, or you can put the code. Like some stores, it might say store 461. You can put that right there. Put the odometer. Chances are when you got fuel, it actually was your odometer reading, and you put it in. That should be on the receipt. So you put that there. If you want to put your reference number, load number, BOL number, you put it there. Any other additional notes, boom, you hit save. So here you can see this is from January 1st to March 31st. So this is the first quarter of 2022. It's showing that I've already driven 6,700 miles in the first quarter. And this is how much total fuel that I've put in. So I started putting some in the Illinois fuel, and they said that I have already driven 2,200 miles, a little over 2,200 miles in Illinois, and I think I submitted like maybe three receipts. Flying J pilot, but those are like the only ones that I've submitted thus far. But all of the states that I've gotten fuel in, I'm going to go in and I'm going to put in each individual receipt. But I'll go back and I'll show you. So you can look at it from days. That's my daughter in the background being a little bug. But yeah, so you got days, you can view it from the months, or you can view it by quarter. So say I went back to quarter 4 of 2021. This will show you how many miles I drove in total for 2021. Then it'll show you, so I've already did my EFTA for the fourth quarter. So this is how many gallons of fuel that I did in total for 2020, for fourth quarter 2021. And each state, it shows you how much fuel you fueled. So because I got most of my fuel in either Illinois is where I got most of my fuel, or Missouri. Because fuel in Illinois is so high, I ultimately didn't end up having to pay fuel taxes. I think my EFTA was like negative $41 or something like that. But yeah, so this is actually one of my favorite features for the ELD, because I've driven for companies where we had a log where we had to literally log every time we crossed into a different state, what our odometer was when we crossed into that state, what our odometer was when we left that state. So I guess they wasn't using this type of system, so they was literally manually going in, entering how much miles was driven in each state, which was kind of tedious and a headache, because if you forgot to jot that down, or you forgot to look down at whatever your odometer was when you was crossing into another state, then now you got to try to backlog it. It was just a lot. So I'm just glad to have this. It saves on a lot of headaches. So this is actually one of my favorite features. I kind of just wanted to touch on this, and yeah, so I'm out.
So that's the Keep Truckin ELD. If you like this video or you found it to be informative, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and if you already currently own a Keep Truckin ELD, feel free to comment down below and let us know what's your favorite feature of the ELD. Now with that being said, you already know what time it is. See y'all in the next one. Peace.